I know this video is really late, and I'm sorry, but this is my BioShock 2 review, and by now I'm pretty sure all of you have played it. I'm not going to be talking much about the multiplayer, because I really have only dabbled in that a little bit, and although it is really good and innovative, and I love your little hub world and how you can upgrade and everything, but that's all I'm going to mention about it. I'm mostly going to be talking about the single player in BioShock 2. Now, I'm a huge fan of BioShock 1, huge fan, to the point where I gave BioShock 1 a 10 out of 10, which is actually pretty rare for me to do. If you watch any of my past videos, I really don't give 10s out easily at all. I think the last games I gave 10s out to, or the only games I have give 10s out to, are Uncharted 2, BioShock 1, and just recently God of War 3. So, I loved BioShock 1. I thought it was a just completely perfect game. Everything about it was perfection. And naturally, I was a little worried about BioShock 2. You know, how are they going to recreate Rapture and this world that was really new to me at the time? Rapture is definitely a character of its own, so I was really nervous about them trying to recreate it, especially when it was a different team doing it. But I gotta say, you know, great job. I love going back to Rapture. I love that they've added just a bunch of new areas. None of the areas were ones that we'd been through before. It wasn't just like a remapping. Being a big daddy just, I think, added to that experience a lot. I love being able to, of course, adopt and have my own little sister on my back, and definitely dual wielding. I don't even know how I made it through the first game without dual wielding, because now that I can do it, it's a necessity. BioShock 2 also has a great story. I loved watching and learning about more of the back history of Rapture and what's been going on since the first game. I love the references they had to the past BioShock, BioShock 1 and the story with that. They did make a few references. I love the new characters. I mean, Sinclair, love Sinclair. He sounds like Ewan McGregor from Big Fish, and he's such a sweetie pie, so yeah, the characters are really likable. The characters they want you to dislike are very dislikable, I guess. They kept you on your toes with the story. I'm trying to figure out, if you were being fooled. You're always expecting you were going to be fooled, kind of, because that's what we came to learn with the first one. And I liked how you were able to make your own decisions. You could decide if you wanted to, kill a character or let them live, and there were bonuses for that. I really loved the interaction with the big sister. Like, I played it through twice, and even on my second playthrough, when that big sister would come and she would, make that screeching, screaming sound, it still, gave me goosebumps, and it still made my heart, start pumping faster, because the big sister is scary. She's the real deal. I really hated having to fight her, because it was just a really panicky moment. And to be able to get me to still feel panicky when she's coming on screen, during my second playthrough, is definitely an accomplishment. I also just loved, again, the Rapture with BioShock 2, and Rapture, again, was just a much darker place this time. At least I felt like it was. And the splicers, they had upgraded and they'd become a little smarter. They were definitely more vicious, more hardcore. BioShock 2 again did the real-time events really, really well. So I was quite impressed with that. And I liked walking around underwater. I know a lot of people were like, oh, why can't we have combat underwater or whatever? But, you gotta leave a little bit of something to do and something new to add for the third one. As I really didn't mind not having combat underwater. I think combat underwater would have been a little weird. Like, you'd be fighting another Big Daddy. Why? Little sisters can't go underwater. Splicers can't go underwater. So you'd just be basically fighting a Big Daddy for no reason. If he doesn't have a big sister, if he doesn't have a little sister, why fight the Big Daddy? So, to me, that didn't bother me. I thought the graphics were still beautiful. The attention to detail in BioShock 2 is so impressive. So impressive. I also had a really great time, what am I trying to say? Oh, my favorite level, and this is a spoiler, so if you haven't played BioShock 2 all the way through yet, then you better get on it and skip ahead a little bit. My favorite level was when you played as the little sister. That was so cool to see Rapture through her eyes. It was all pretty and it looked like a fancy party was going on, and everything was pinks and whites and flowers, and blood was rose petals. And I loved how she saw the dead splicers that had Adam in them, and they did look like angels. They were glowing, and they were beautiful, and these gorgeous party dresses, and they seemed to have, like, yeah, these angel wings. I loved the posters everywhere. Instead of, like, Fontaine Futuristics and stuff like that posters, it was Big Daddies are great. Big Daddies are your friends. Little sisters and Big Daddies, best friends forever. I thought that was so cute. That level was so well designed. I liked being able to actually harvest Adam as the little sister. And I thought the whole thing was just a really great experience. It was really a lot of fun, especially when I went into it really skeptical, because I didn't think they'd be able to top BioShock 1. And they didn't top BioShock 1, but they came damn close to it. And they did a great job recreating everything I loved about BioShock 1 and making it a new experience for me. Even though I was back in Rapture fighting a lot of the same characters as far as splicers go and Big Daddies, but still they made it feel fresh to me and new. And they even debuted, what was it, 2 new Big Daddies? They debuted the Alpha and the guy with the rocket launcher guy. Man, this is going to kill me that I can't remember what he was called right now. But, yeah, so you got, I think, yeah, it was 2 new Big Daddies, because last time we saw Bouncers and Rosies. So, God, it's going to kill me that I cannot remember his name. So anyways, one of my favorite scenes when first meeting an Alpha, Rumbler, that's what it's called. The guy with the Big Daddy with the rocket launcher is a Rumbler. But back to the Alphas. First time you saw the Alpha, you know, he came busting through the wall. And that was really awesome. That was a great scene, great cinematography in this game, great cinematics, and a great way of just getting you really, really emotionally involved in everything that's going on and making you feel like you really are part of this undersea world. So, yeah, I give BioShock 2 a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's excellent. If you loved the first one, you should have played the second one by now. If you haven't, get it. If you haven't played the second one, check out the first one first. You don't have to, but I think the first one's an amazing game, so there's no reason why you shouldn't play the first one. And, yeah, BioShock 2, get it. It's really great.